Hello, reading friends. This is Miss B again with Miss B Story Time. So this week, I want to read several Earth and how to keep our Earth safe books. Because tomorrow, Wednesday, April 22nd, is Earth Day. Lucas and I will be doing some activities to show so you can follow along with it. If you're my scouting friends, make sure you stay updated on Friday and Saturday for our camping adventures through Boy and Cub Scouts of America. So today I'm going to be read from our Little Green book series. This one's going to be The Adventure of the Plastic Bottle. January 1st. Dear Diary, do you ever get the feeling you are meant to do something? Right now, I am a thick, oozing blob of crude oil deep underneath the ocean floor, and I've been here for thousands of years. But someday, I could be made into fuel like gasoline for cars or jets, or I could even be made into tar or asphalt and help build roads. I hear something cranking and clattering above. I better go check it out. January 11th. Hi, Diary. Guess what the noise was? It was a huge drill. I was sucked through a long, wide pipe and into the belly of a giant boat they call a tanker, because the inside of the boat is specially designed to carry liquids like big floating fish tank. The ship sailed for more than 1 week, and then it stopped. It was pumped into an oil refinery. Now, I'll be put through machines that will clean me and change me into a form that people can use, like lots of things, use to make lots of things, like gasoline, wax, oil, and plastic. I wonder what is going to happen to me next. Diary, what will I become? January 13th. Dear Diary, the oil refinery was amazing. I worried. I rumbled. I bumbled. I went through lots of changes. I got so hot that I just about disappeared when I turned into light. Misty gas, and just when things cooled down and I felt heavy again, it got hot and the whole thing started over. The changes I went through were called a polymerization. Before I knew it, I had become a pile of plastic crumbs. Can you believe it? Plastic. Some of the other crude oil that I traveled with us turned into plastic, some into thick, clear liquid, and some became powder. But we have one thing in common. We're all ready to be molded into a new shape. P.S. Hey, Diary, did you know that plastic comes from the Greek word plastikosis? It means easy to mold and shape. Huh, highly fascinating. Well, this is where he went through his change. He was pumped in, it got really hot. And there's where some asphalt comes out, wax, diesel fuel, jet fuel, auto fuel, and gas. January 29th. Hi, Diary. Guess what? I was sent into a manufacturing plant, and they heated me until all my little crumbles got nice and squishy. While I was still warm, the machine squeezed me into a mold shaped like a bottle. When I cooled off, it was beautiful clear plastic bottle. For real! I felt so light and sturdy as I tumbled into the bin with lots of other bottles. As many as 10 million plastic bottles can be made in a day. That's a lot of bottles going out to see the world and never coming back. And this one's saying, Cowabunga! January 30th. Oh, diary. Today was so fun. Being a bottle is great. I was clipped into a bowling line. Whee! I fell down the line and went around and around and up and down. Along the way, I was washed and sanitized. Then I was filled with fresh water. I even got a, a spiffy label. They're putting all of us bottles into the boxes now. I can hardly wait to see the rest of the world. More adventures awaits me. Getting cleaned and sanitized there. February 13th. Hey diary. Today I arrived at a grocery store. They loaded me into the refrigerator right in front row, where I had a great view of everything around me. The store was filled with plastic containers in all shapes and sizes. I wonder where we all go once we've left the store. Maybe I'll find out soon. January 14th. Guess what, diary? A boy bought me at the grocery store and took me to a park bench where he gulped down the cool water. The sun sparkled on the side of my bottle. Birds chirped in the trees above. There were pretty flowers all around. It was so beautiful that I didn't want it to end. But then something even more wonderful happened. The boy rinsed and filled me with more water, put a flower inside me, and gave me to his mother. I had become a Valentine's Day present. She put me right in the middle of the dinner table. Nothing can be better than a plastic bottle. January 21st. Dear Diary, this week was so great. I wished it wasn't over. I got to see so many interesting things like the grocery store and the park, and I got to be a great vase. The flower wilted and I was put into a mulch pile to become fertilizer. Now I'm in a recycling bin, but I have lots of company. A soda bottle, a peanut butter jar, and an ice cream container. And then he's asking here, where would we be headed next? What would be better than the life of a plastic bottle? February 23rd. Dear Diary, after I was picked up by the recycling truck, I was brought to a recycle center where they sorted all the different bottles and containers. I landed in a mountain of plastic bottles. Now I know where I come of those other plastic containers from the store shelves end up. Did you know where all the different kinds of plastics? You can tell what kind they are by looking at the number on the recycle sign on the bottom of the container. This afternoon, all of us plastic bottles got squished. Then we got stacked in a big blocks called bales and loaded into trucks. And he's saying, here we go again. I was sent down the line where I got shredded, washed, and rinsed and drained. I'm not a bottle anymore. March 16th. What a busy day, diary. I arrived at the plastic reclaiming plant where I'll be made into something brand new. Things started to heat up, and pretty soon I got all soft and mushy. When I oozed through it, there were where I was squeezed out into a long, thin strands like spaghetti. After that, I got chopped into small bits. I like being in a bottle, but I think I'm ready for a new adventure. July 10th. Hey there, diary. I never thought I would be happier than when I was a plastic bottle. But I am. Can you guess what I am now? You want to guess what he might be? Take your guess. Did you know all these things are made with recycled plastic? Pretty wild, huh? Did you guess, diary? I'm a synthetic fleece sweater. Can you believe something as soft and warm as synthetic fleece was made from recycled plastic bottles? I went from a crude oil to plastic crumbs to a plastic bottle to a vase and finally to a recycling fleece sweater. I'm being worn by an astronaut headed to space. So if you see all these pictures and stuff, or stuff that's made out of recycled materials. Wow, diary, this journey has been fun. Out of this world. Okay, so this is one of a few little green books. I have two more. The I Can Save the Earth and The Adventures of the Aluminum Can. It looks like you can kind of look them up online. So SimonLittleGreen.com for the other little green books. I hope you enjoyed this one today, and I'll look forward to reading you again tomorrow. Bye.